Have you ever been in class and felt like there was something that you're missing? As if something didn't make sense? Like you'd missed something the teacher was trying to say. When we learn about God sometimes, the same thing can happen. We pick and choose what we want to hear.
Now don't get me wrong, a partial understanding is better than none at all. But a partial understanding isn't good enough. Like if we aren't getting it in class, we have to search for the truth in order to succeed.
Have you ever been upset with God about something that happened in your life? Have you ever felt abandoned, abused, or condemned?
It's like you were expecting Jesus to swoop down and save you like Superman.
Maybe you felt that because your dad or mom left, maybe Jesus was going to leave you too. Maybe it was the worst of all, and the people who were supposed to love you the most, the Christians, just made you feel like you couldn't be yourself. When we believe certain lies about who God is and what He can do, we ignore His goodness, His patience, or His forgiveness. We ignore the qualities that don't make sense to us, and we only focus on certain things that fit into our tiny image of God.
This leads to creating God in our own image instead of being remade in His image.
This mini image of God is our God in a box. It's not really God because it doesn't have all of His power.
We stop seeing Him as the God of the universe and we treat Him as the God of our impulse. We decide how and when and where our God in a box moves. It's like we can just take God off or put Him on like jewelry.
Have you ever had a friend that felt condemned, but your God in a box didn't come with forgiveness?
Maybe a friend who was abused and came to you, but you weren't sure how to say that God protects because you aren't seeing the full image of God.
If we have a flawed idea of God, we can't help people the way that God wants us to.
God is far too big to be kept in a box.
God is far too big to be kept in a box.
God is far too big to be kept in a box.
God is far too big to be kept in a box.
God wants to move in your life in ways that He never has before.
He wants to move through you.
He wants to move through you.
He wants to move through you. He wants to prove that He is who He says.
To prove that He is who He says. You will either see God as Lord of all, or you're not really seeing Him at all. Exodus 20, chapter 2 and 3. I am the Lord your God. You must not have any other God but me.
He is the Alpha and Omega, Revelations 1:8.
He created all things, Revelations 4:11.
He is good, Psalm 106:1.
He is holy, Revelations 15:4.
He hears our cries, Psalm 145:19.
He is faithful, Psalms 146:6.
He is gracious, Titus 2:11.
He is merciful, Ephesians 2:4-5.
He has no favorites, 1 Peter 1:17.
He is just, Psalm 89:14.
He is our judge. James 4:12.
God is love. 1 John 4:16.